In this video, I'm going to talk about 3 stages to success. So there's always 3 stages to success, which I'm going to break it down so that you get to understand and see yourself where you are on the stage to success. Because if you don't, you might think life is punishing you or God is punishing you, or you get confused and wanting to give up. So I'm doing this video so you can understand what stage you are on. So I'll get right to the point. I don't have like time to waste. So yes, life itself has it's a game. So there's like when you are playing this game so-called life, there's 3 stages to success. So first stage is purpose. Moment you decide, okay, let me create a purpose, that means you have created something else that you want to achieve. Then the second part, I want to emphasize a little bit on the purpose. So the purpose, you want to be a soccer player, a music artist, an artist who paints, like a painter, a YouTuber, a content creator on all these other platforms. Let's say you want to be a driver, you want to go to school, you want to be a lawyer, you want to be a security guard, you want to be a soldier. I mean, all these are like part of the purposes, things that you want to achieve. So I just wanted to mention these things as an example so that you have a clear concept of what I'm talking about. So I'm talking about things that we choose as careers. These are called in the category of purpose, in order to achieve something. So now there's a problem. This is the second stage of life where you have to deal with problems, like problems that come along with the purpose that you have. So let's say if you want to be a lawyer, you go to a public school, finish public school, which is high school, and then you have to go to varsity. Then you have to pay for it. Or during this time, like of you going to school, finishing high school, there will be moments where you have to deal with problems, barriers, things that will try to knock you down, to knock you out. Some of it is bad health, bad habits, addictions, the friends that you surround yourself, money itself, family background, or lack of practice, lack of materials. These are all problems that come in your way when you are planning to achieve your purpose, which you already told yourself, like, this is what I want to achieve. So now, so this applies to all these other areas of life itself. If you're a soccer player, like not getting signed in a team. If you want to be a music artist, not getting getting a record deal signed, not getting your videos viewed on YouTube, on TikTok, like you just stuck at 100 or 5 views and like your platform is not growing. Like ever since you've been doing your social media platform, like posting, despite how much you work on it, you still get like 2 views, sometimes no views. These are like problems, barriers that are there. So that's another stage of life. The first stage of purpose, of course, it's easy to achieve. Like most people, when they become matured, know what the fuck they want in life, things that they want to do, then they become aware, like, this is what I want to do. It's more like a realization. That stage is easy to achieve. You just like have a purpose, clicks in, then you move on to barriers. These are the problems. If life was not designed like that, everybody would be successful. But then it's designed like that, and that's why I love it. And now that I know that, like, it's easy to deal with each and every problem that I come along with by this just changing the vibrational frequency that I'm like in. So now the last step after problems is the freedom. Once you overcome your obstacles, your problems, your barriers, like you manage to keep up with annoying people, betrayal, backstabbing people, like you have signed your deals, you have like gotten your business running, the next thing that you're going to be getting is just freedom, like independence, stable life, and it's just more like you are stable. Now you can tell that you are vibrating at a very good frequency when you are stable. Of course, there'll be like minor problems coming in and out, but somehow you have achieved a state of like having stability, then that will give you security. Like you know how to make money, you know that you are secured in terms of finance, because that's the biggest part in life. Like, you have to be secured somehow. This means having a source of income created and established, and having it on running, like something that is really happening on its own. So yes, that's the last stage of life, of success, like on the process of becoming success. So you need to know this, and also try to look at your own life and figure it out. Where are you on this process of becoming successful? Are you on the purpose part? Are you dealing with problems as barriers? Or are you on the last part, the freedom, the success? So it's important to understand that. So whenever you're approaching the freedom part, you need to know that you're gonna have to deal with a lot of problems, because that's the like a last stage where like you are almost there to make it. So you have to handle so many obstacles. Like, shit's gonna get, like, it's just gonna be, your life just gets into a shit show. Like, you know that, okay, when you get to that point, that's when you know, like, you need to know. If you don't know, you need to know. Then that's when you're about to make it. So when your life is getting into a shit show, you need to know that you are almost there. Like, you just need to keep going, keep it pushing. Then the next part is freedom, So it's important to be aware of this. Otherwise, you might give up at that last stage. Like, you're at the problem, then the problems are getting too much, and you're like, fuck it, I'm giving up, this is not for me. You're breaking down where you're almost about to make it. I mean, you're still gonna lose. I mean, because like, why you wanna give up on the last step? So it's more important, like, to watch motivational videos to keep yourself motivated. Like, never give up when shit is getting tough, because that's the moment when something works. Then I learned this like that, I understand it like that, and that's how I work with it. And when shit gets tough, I just pretend like I know things are going bad, but I just pretend to be in a different mood, so I don't have to be, affected by whatever is happening in my actual life itself. So I use this process, I use this strategy, and it works. From knowing this information, it has helped me to learn how to be patient, to deal with problems, and never give up, and just keeping it going. And always study rich people. I always study rich people to see how they have made it in their life. So that helps me a lot. So study rich people that are out there that they're doing the same thing that you are doing. Be motivated by them, and that way your life is going to be good. You're going to be able to achieve it in time. So now that you know, always analyze yourself. Where are you at on the road to success? Because you have a purpose. Now you are dealing with problems. And what point of problems are you? If problems are too much, you're almost about to make it. But if problems are like not really that much, I mean, you have a long way to go. So keep going. But it works differently. It depends on what system that you are involved in. Some systems, like looking for a job, is very complicated to know when shit gets hard, because that system itself is very complicated. It's a fucked up system. Anybody that's looking for a job, you're getting into a fucked up system. I'm not saying it's okay to get a job, but then you need to know that you're not on your own, you're not independent. You have someone else who's going to be controlling you, like telling you what time to come to work, what time to knock off, when to go to holiday, and all that stuff. I mean, you're not stable, there's so many people who go to school and they're educated, shout out to you. But I'm just saying, if you want to be more of a boss, because I'm focusing on millions, becoming successful as a millionaire, as really disgustingly rich, you know what I mean? So you need to be more independent. I know there's educated dudes out there, they got money, they ballers. Shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? So I'll show up again tomorrow on another video.